this week. And on today's themes agenda, we will be focusing on wealth creation and employment, a special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the themes agenda of Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I'll be right back.
This is another edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, a special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda of Lagos State Governor. Lagos State is one of the world's largest and leading economies, and the state government is not resting on its oars as it keeps working round the clock towards creating opportunities for investment, employment, and wealth creation. The state is also one of the first points of entry into the country through its international, local airports and seaports, which makes investment and tourism in the state easy through the various infrastructure and rising population. In today's special report on T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, Tunde Phillips of our News and Current Affairs Department focuses on the impact of the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration in the area of wealth creation and employment, representing the M component of the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda of the Governor of making Lagos a 21st century economy. The Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment was created through Executive Order on 17th June 2015 as part of the creation, abolition, and realignment of ministries and departments and agencies of the Lagos State Government, with a vision to be an enabling institution that creates sustainable wealth for Lagos citizens. The ministry is to promote and sustain entrepreneurship and employment through effective use of wealth creation strategies and resources by collaborating with all stakeholders. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in Lagos launched the State Employment Trust Fund, W, an initiative to help women birth their dreams into reality. The scheme targets between 5,000 and 10,000 women. Checks were presented to 794 beneficiaries of the Employment Trust Fund, where Governor Sanwo-Olu stated that the initiative is meant for those who require access to cheaper funds to actualize their dreams. The initiative came into being through a partnership between Access Bank and Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, saying the accessible funds have been increased from 4 to 10 billion naira. The governor informed residents that the loan can be accessed at any of the 57 Lagos State Employment Trust Fund locations across the state through completion of forms at any of their offices or online to commence the screening process for obtaining loans with the cheapest interest rate in the country.
We are hoping that we can bring all of those experiences, those skills forward, especially for our very many teeming youths, and go about creating that opportunity for them, especially in this very difficult time of the COVID-19 pandemic. It's now more than ever before that the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is needed. Now more than ever before that our citizens, our small businesses need us, right, for them to be able to reflect their businesses and for them to get back and begin to employ and sustain livelihood for themselves and for their family. And so you can be rest assured that laws will be reviewed and money will be provided for you.
The Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Wealth Creation, has not only created wealth for Lagosians, but also created various employment opportunities in the state. Apart from employing people, the ministry, through its many aids and training, also turned people, most especially the youths, to employers of labor. In February, Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment Yetunde Arobieke called on the youth population to embrace agriculture business as a means of empowerment and self-dependence in view of the economic situation in the country. The ministry recently embarked on a mentorship seminar organized by the Lagos State government for youths with the theme Agripreneur Strategy for Wealth Creation, one of the numerous strategies being deployed by the ministry to reduce the unemployment rate among residents, especially the youth population. It is also aimed at encouraging youths to channel their vigor, strength, intellect, and energy to profitable ventures rather than engage in frivolities, saying there is need for more involvement of the youth population in the business of agriculture to boost the sector of the economy, while young entrepreneurs see agriculture as a lifestyle as well as a business that requires focus and hard work. Participants at the seminar were tutored on the need to understand the intricacies involved in their good business, in addition to the need for a good management strategy. Earlier in the year, in March, the ministry trained 500 artisans who were members of the Lagos State Council for Tradesmen and Artisans, LASCOTA, on modern-day best practices needed to develop their skills, knowledge, and boost production. The Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Yetunde Arubrieke, said the program will further help bridge the job scarcity gap among the teeming population in the state and enhance the employability skills of the beneficiaries in the areas of teamwork, time management, and good communication skills. Arubrieke said the Lagos State government is already mapping out plans to create various hubs like the Leather Hub, Fashion Hub, amongst others, to give room for various individuals to showcase their skills and also to promote use and patronage for made-in-Nigerian products.
We've spoken to all of them. We sat them and we're about to do this. Are you with us? They said they are with us. So that gives us an impression that we're going to upskill so many people in that sector. Then we want to establish the fashion hub, we want to establish the fish hub, we want to encourage our people to do things, with a new knowledge of the way it's been done. So that at the end of the day, our name still will be ringing in places outside Nigeria that something good is happening in Nigeria.
Aside this, various retraining will still be organized to ensure that concerned artisans become technologically driven and garner enough skills that are up to global best practices. It is pertinent to note that the state government has not only shown interest in developing the capacities of university graduates, but also lends credence to the value attached to the contributions of tradesmen and artisans in the state, who are often described as members of the informal sector and the engine that drives the economy of the state. They work towards the realization of a common purpose, which is building a vibrant informal sector for sustainable economic growth. Also, the ministry, in partnership with West African Vocational Education WAVE Academy, are the training program for 250 unemployed youths on employability skills after holding an exhibition and fashion event for previous training graduates who had participated in the program. Also, to assist youths, micro, small and medium enterprises MSMEs in Lagos, the state government promised to create more avenues from the state database to enhance productivity and boost businesses, which will also promote economic growth at no cost. The programs embarked upon by the ministry to alleviate poverty among residents are innumerable. By the first week of December, the Lagos State Graduate Internship Program will be flagged off. Eligible residents between the ages of 20 to 35 years who will benefit from this program will be paid a sum of 40,000 for the next 6 months. It is necessary to state that the Lagos State Graduate Internship Placement Program has empowered 2,000 youths, and already 1,275 companies have indicated their willingness to take on the interns after their training, which would enhance productivity and promoting economic growth in the state. Graduates who have completed their NYSC program and possess their Lagos State Residence Registration Agency LASRA cards are encouraged to key into the program through the dedicated link gipplasg.lagostate.gov.ng to afford them the lifelong opportunity that the state government will be rolling out in phases, as 4,000 youths will be employed under this program. The youths will also be trained on office ethics before they are being absorbed by the various agencies they are posted to under the Lagos State Civil Service.
In the wake of the recent restiveness in the state, Mr. Governor approved an additional placement of 2,000 post-NYSC graduates on the program, making a total of 4,000. This training will be done in tranches. It is pertinent to mention that LASGIP will be addressing the third and the fourth pillar of the present administration developmental agenda themes, which are education and technology, and making Lagos a 21st century economy. This program is to empower the teeming youth in our state.
The ministry also embarked on the cash transfer program, an initiative of the federal government, which the Lagos State government embraced in April 2020. Under the scheme, indigent residents of the state are paid 5,000 naira monthly. This program has been launched in 6 local government areas: Amuwo Odofin, Apapa, Lagos Island West, Lagos Island East, Ekpe, Ibejuleki, and Badagry. The Lagos State government, through its Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, also keyed into the N-Power program, one of the national social intervention program of the federal government targeted at unemployed young Nigerian youth between the ages of 18 and 35. It was kicked off in Lagos State in February 2017 with a total of 22,847 for both batches A and B. The beneficiaries in Lagos have worked in various sectors, including health, agriculture, teaching, and other variants of the scheme, which includes N-Build, N-Tech, and N-Agro. Recently, a sensitization workshop was held for exited Lagos State N-Power beneficiaries as a way to wrap up the program and further chart a career path for future prospects. It is worthy to note that the ministry provided succor to residents during the ravaging pandemic with provision of post-COVID-19 palliatives to artisans and tradesmen in the state. The beneficiaries of the various programs put in place by the state government commended the efforts of the government for creating profitable avenues to eradicate poverty, unemployment, and also find lasting solutions in boosting not only the state economy, but that of the country as a whole.
We're taught emotional intelligence. We're also taught how to manage our expectations. Most of these companies need people that can also time manage themselves. We're taught how to manage things. We're even taught how to be an employer of our own. It's not compulsory that after the training we get to go and work for other people, but we're taught how to job search and how to get job by our own selves.
So when I heard about this program at my local government in Lagos, we were told Lagos State want to sponsor 50 graduates. I said a graduate, mechanic. I studied banking and finance in LASU. I said, how would this one? I'm not a science student. How will I say, okay, let me give it a try?
The years I went through school, I'm not saying it's not important, but I think it was much of theory. This actually showed us how to use these things for an employer so that you'll be employable. It gave us a practical side to life.
One of the things that I really appreciate concerning this program is that it was a transparent one. You don't have to know anybody before you apply. So I really appreciate the federal government for that and the state government.
So I'm happy that the Lagos state government is thinking in this regard to be able to help the disengaged youth.
It has been of immense value to me ever since I finished the class, even during the class, because it has helped me to move my business from the level it was before and also to reach out a lot of potential clients. And also in terms of beauty and depending on myself, not necessarily looking out for a 9-to-5 job, but also creating an avenue for me to make money on the go.
And this initiative will help to boost my business.
I just got a fund of 750,000 naira, which I'm going to use to improve my business. And I would like to say thank you to Lagos State Government and LSCTM for the opportunity.
I'm an interior designer, a fashion designer, a makeup artist, and I'm using this 200,000 gotten from Lagos State for my business.
Some Lagosians also expressed their opinions about the giant strides of the Lagos State government through the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment.
The Ministry for Wealth and Employment Creation in Lagos State, the creation of that ministry in the first place is a good thing for the state and the unemployed youth, because that means you're having a government that is trying to refocus and redistribute wealth and empowerment across this population.
Actually, when you see what is going on in the country right now, the youth have faced a lot of unemployment, and when you look at the preparation of the Lagos State government towards the Wealth Creation Ministry, we see that they are in line, in top gear, to ensure that we tackle unemployment in Nigeria, especially in Lagos State, where we have a lot of youths that are moving up and down the street, where there's no work, no job for them, and that's why we see so many youths are engaged in looting and hoodlums, breaking those government property. So if there's job creation for our youth, you don't see them engaging in those activities whereby they will destroy some government property. But with the line of Lagos State government to the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, we see that a better change is coming to our state, which is Lagos State.
I would say they are trying.
Even because of creating what's called student internships and the rest, and also providing jobs through SMEs and supporting businesses, and also through through empowerment, youth empowerment, and providing skills like tailoring and the rest, fashion design and the rest, and carpentry. They've done much like that to help reduce the unemployment rate in Nigeria. But more needs to be done by maybe have private and public partnership, in the sense that private entities have to partner with the government institutions to also facilitate students and people to gain more expertise or knowledge about entrepreneurship skills.
But they're also trying, at least like the creation of the NNLC, the more buses that they bought so that they can at least equip drivers, ticketers, and stuff like that. Like they did a lot, but with the population of Lagos State, like we have about 20 million citizens in Lagos, and like very little percentage of that population is actually having jobs to go to every day. They could do more. They could do more, a lot more. But like for now, they are trying, at least with the capacity and everything.
The Governor Sanwo-Olu-led administration, no doubt in the last 500 days and beyond, is leaving no stone unturned to empower youths, artisans, graduates, and women in the state through all its empowerment programs and platforms. It is pertinent to implore all those who are in these categories to continue to avail themselves of the opportunities provided through all these ideas and programs as Lagos strives to become a 21st century economy. On this note, we have come to the end of today's special report on T.H.E.M.E.S agenda this week, with focus on Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration efforts on wealth creation and employment. For feedback, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel Traffic Radio 961. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Abiola Fagbolagun.